to Our Town. Dorothy Thompson speaking to you from in front of the Center Cinema, where downtown we'll see a lot of corn shocks and pumpkins because it's October. And on the show, well, we're going to find out about what's new here at the Center Cinema and what's coming up as well. Well, for those who are interested, who have been following the story of our local campus, there's a documentary coming here on Wednesday, October 2nd at 7 p.m. right here at the Center Cinema. And on the show, we'll find out about all the other things coming up here at Center Cinema and down at Starlight 14. We'll have a conversation with Trent.
All right, you can tell where we are. We're at the Starlight 14 Outdoor Theater Drive-In, whatever you want to call it. And this is the manager, Trent.
Howdy. So we're looking for a good end of the season here at the Outdoor. Today's the 28th. We're actually showing Transformer 1 and Beetlejuice tonight. Next week we're closed because it's homecoming for Richland Center, so we're going to be closed next week here. But then the following week, the Richland County Hospital is actually hosting an event, and they will be playing Inside Out 2. So
all right,
we're hoping for a big turnout there. Then the following week we'll be open. I believe we're playing Deadpool 3 here, and then after that we will be playing Hocus Pocus the 26th. So that'll end out October. We're open November 9th. We will be open with
at some point yeah, you can do that. Look on your...
The 9th we will be showing Wizard of Oz. That's right.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. And then the 19th is right now we have it as a double feature, Deadpool 3 and New Aliens. So October 19th.
October
19th will be a double feature.
That's a Saturday.
Yep.
Okay.
We're only open Saturdays at this point going forward until
Right.
the end of the year. And then the 26th of October is Hocus Pocus and Nightmare Before Christmas.
So that's the original Hocus Pocus that people connect with Halloween and...
Mm-hmm. And then the Nightmare Before Christmas kind of kicking off the Christmas season.
Yep.
And then to wrap it up, in December, on the 7th, we'll show Elf here. At least that is what we have for now. So movies are subject to change, but that is the current plan going forward. We're hoping for a good turnout for the rest of the year. It's been good, even in these fall months. We've had solid turnouts, and Inside Out 2 was big, Deadpool 3 was big. So we're hoping that we can round up a special year nicely.
Well, let's see. It is 4:07 p.m. as you said on the 28th, and your gates open in less than an hour. I think 5?
6.
6.
Yep.
Okay.
So about 2 hours.
Okay. And we are actually out here also to look at your satellite dish. This is how you get your moving pictures.
Yep. It's all digital now. It's no more reels or anything like that. Sometimes we get a hard drive sent to us, but normally we just get our content through the satellite, and it makes our jobs a ton easier, and it's a lot more simplistic. It's a lot different than it used to be, but it definitely makes our jobs much easier than having to deal with the reels and the big spools of film.
Well, it's easier than having a hard drive FedExed to you.
Also very true.
So how does this work then? You're expecting a movie to be downloaded or to send to you.
So we can connect to the satellite, and the movie company, or we get everything through Deluxe. They'll send the content, and then we can pick which movie or which trailers or things we want to download from the satellite. So there's different versions of each movie. Like you can have captioned versions or non-captioned. So you can pick, well, we don't want captions, so we're going to pick this one, download it, and then that gets downloaded onto the projector, and then the Lux will also send out keys. So you can't play a movie with just the content. You need a verification that yes, they have access to this from this date to this date, and they can play this movie anytime throughout there.
So you're locked in by dates, but not number of showings?
Correct.
Well, that's cool. Okay.
So yeah, we can play a movie however many times we want in the week or 2 weeks that the keys are active, but they're only active for a certain time to a certain time, and then after that you're out of luck.
Well, obviously you're limited with the sunlight here, but is the same deal downtown?
Correct.
Okay.
You get so much time you can play the movie, and then they'll send out new keys if you're booked for that, but you can't just watch a movie endlessly.
Okay. Does the weather affect this, and or has it in the past affected this in any way?
So far, no. We did get struck by lightning, but the satellite seems to be okay. We had some other issues inside, but the satellite hasn't really thrown us too many problems. So.
Is it downloaded more than once just to make sure you have it?
No. The movie,
or sent, I should say. Is it sent to you?
It just sends it once. Sometimes I like to come in early in the week and make sure it's down, and we'll get an email that's like, it has been sent to your satellite, so we know it's there. I like to double check and download it early, and they can always overnight a drive if, say, something were to go wrong. So that's happened before. Sometimes we won't get our content or we don't see it, and then they have to overnight a drive, but it's been pretty reliable for us.
And that is the mysterious projector behind those.
The Hurricane Shield.
Can we go look at that?
Yeah.
Hurricane Shield, okay.
Yeah, just gotta keep it protected. That thing's expensive.
So. It is. And that's kind of like a good Blu-ray quality?
Oh yeah. It plays really high quality, really crisp pictures.
All right, thanks.
And it's an expensive bulb, but it is worth the money. And it's a pretty beefy machine.
Oh yeah.
This bulb is a lot bigger than the ones at the indoor. They're much smaller, but it makes sense that this would be a lot bigger because you're outside. There's a lot more variables instead of just in a closed environment.
How far are we? Is the projector to the screen? It's got to be further than the indoor, of course.
Yes, it's further than the indoor. It might be double. Actually, it's probably further than double at the indoor. I'm not sure on exact, but the bulb is probably twice as big here, and it runs for 1,000 hours, I want to say. But it'll start to go dim at probably 800, or as you run it more, it'll go dim. But yeah, this is the big projector.
Is this cooling it off?
Yep. That
air's
cools
coming
it off.
in. Okay.
Yeah. I think actually hot air is going out.
Ah, okay.
So. Yeah, this helps cool it. Right now it's off, but if I were to turn this on, now it'll be kicked on, and then the radios will start up. This starts everything on here. We got like our speakers and sound system, and this is for the lights. You can turn them on off here. This is like the radio frequency. This is because we broadcast it to 100.1, so that's what that does. It's our FM transmitter. Yeah, that's kind of the quick rundown on some of those things.
So you said bulb. Is it actually a whole lamp unit that you have to get?
It's a big. We have any sitting around, but yeah, it's a big circular bulb, almost like a heat lamp bulb, but obviously it's not because
it's expensive.
Yeah, they're 1,000 or 2,000 a piece, or maybe more than that.
Okay. Oh, this is cool.
Yeah. So different ratios for movies. So there's flat, which is a bit longer.
Flat would be like your home flat screen. 1.85 to 1.
Yeah.
Times the geek. The scope would be like 2.35 to 1, like a lot of James Bonds and such.
And the movies will come in a certain ratio, so some are flat, some are scope.
Yes.
And then we can put in cues on the computer that'll tell the projector, okay, we need to switch to scope because the movie's in scope, and then it'll change the aspect ratio of the lens and everything.
But you have to manually do that.
Yes and no. So manually, like we make a playlist with everything, and you put in all the cues, and we want lights to turn off here, we want sound to switch here, we want this to do this here. And then once you play it, then you can let it sit. It'll do everything that you scheduled it to do. And then it should, theoretically, run it by itself, and you can just kind of let it do its thing.
Oh, wow, okay.
So it's not too bad. The indoor we actually schedule for a time. Here we manually start it, but at the indoor you can schedule it to start at a certain time. Then for the week, you know, then the movies will start at the given time you selected or you scheduled it for, and it'll play the playlist all the way through, and then you don't have to run up, start the movie, or anything like that.
Well, here you're more weather dependent and sunset dependent.
Correct. Yeah. We're not always, you know, at the indoor we try to keep it 7 o'clock, 6:30, or 4:30, 4 o'clock, or whatever the times might be. But here it's much more fluctuating, and yeah, some weeks you can start earlier. Right now we're getting into the fall, so we're moving the start time up earlier and earlier.
November will be nice because people can, if you have double feature, or people can get home before midnight.
Oh yeah, that's the nice thing about getting into the later part of the year. It gets colder, but you know, you can start the movie by 5, 6 o'clock, whereas in the summer you can't start until 9:30 some nights. It's like if you have 2 movies and they're 5 hours total, you're here till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Right.
It's like, it's nice getting in here earlier, getting it going, and you're home by 11, midnight maybe. So it makes it a lot easier for the cold weather.
Right. Well, let's see. Okay, I think we're done with this techie stuff. What do you want to talk about, like the menu?
Yeah, we just kind of added to our menu at the beginning of the year. We added a half-pound burger, which we've sold a few, but you know, I think it's growing. The last week we sold a lot more than we had before. So, and Tony loves it, and Bill loves it.
I remember Tony saying he really wanted to get a half-pound burger, so now he's got it.
Yeah, and I think it's really good, and he really loves it. And yeah, Bill, the old owner, he always gets it when he's here. So. Yeah. Those are good. We added fried pickles earlier in this year, and those seem to be a hit as well.
I saw those on Facebook.
Yeah.
Well, let's go look at the menu then. It's just easier sometimes to... And here we are.
Yeah. So we added fried pickles. Those are a new ad. We kind of recently switched our cheese curds to a different brand. We all like them a lot more, but we get them through Cisco.
People are real picky about their cheese curds.
Especially in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they can be really greasy and...
Right. The ones we have, I don't think they're, I mean, obviously they're going to be greasy, but they're not as greasy. They're a little more like crunchy and crispy than our old cheese curds.
Oh, yeah, yep.
They're almost comparable to Culver's in a way of like the kind of hard breading on the outside, but they're not the same as Culver's, obviously.
They're better, is what you're trying to say.
I mean,
I think
they're pretty good. And yeah, we have our grilled chicken sandwich, which people seem to really enjoy. And then obviously we just have our classic burgers that people love. Yeah.
Popcorn.
That's the big seller, popcorn. And I think we have the best popcorn around. I mean, I think it's really good. And even when I go try other places, I'm disappointed by what they have for popcorn.
Do you complain, like loudly complain?
No,
okay.
I don't make a scene, but I'm just disappointed.
Okay. It sounds like a parent. I'm disappointed in you, okay?
You know, coming from working at a theater for 4 years now,
right?
I've gotten used to ours, and ours is very good in my opinion. And
so like the theater downtown, you can just go in and buy popcorn and leave?
We have people do that. You know, Friday nights people will come in, buy a large popcorn and some candy, and they'll leave. Or like, yeah, I didn't want to watch these movies, but I wanted to watch one at my house, but I needed popcorn, so came in, got a large, and left. And you'll see that. And some people just stop by to see what's going on. While people come in, oh, what's showing? Oh, we might come back tomorrow. Or they'll come in and they'll get popcorn, get candy, some soda, and they'll be on their way. But it works. And
so, okay, well, from tonight, for example, how many people will be in this building working? Or, is Bill's going to be...
Bill will be in the ticket booth.
Bill Muth, okay.
And then we'll have someone at the register. We like to have a person for popcorn and a person for soda. And then we like to have 2 people at the grill and the fryers. So, all in all, we normally have about 5 people in here. Sometimes, if we plan on being really busy, we'll have more. You know, we might have someone here, we might have someone helping down, decorate burgers, or just help us buttering buns or getting orders ready. So especially if Holly and Tony stop by, they'll normally come by and they'll bring G, so we'll have an extra 3 people here helping out. And they do a lot for the company, and we love them here, all of us. So.
Well, that's quite a few people. So you have the cashier, you've got a popcorner, you've got the pop person.
Yep.
I call it pop, not soda.
Yeah.
So it'd be a popper.
Popper, yep. Then you got the griller, the fryer, and then you might have a couple runners or a couple floaters, as we'll call them. You know, if we need something, say we're running low on popcorn buckets, we'll have someone run and grab more from the back. Or say we have a bunch of people coming in to get their food, and we're kind of full on the grill and fryer. We'll have someone give them their food. So it's nice sometimes to have extra people in here, but yeah, normally we run with about 5 in here and then the ticket booth outside.
So people can't just sit in their car and lay on the horn and you run out and take their order, because that doesn't work.
No, that doesn't work. And there was actually, when we were showing Twisters, there was a scene where someone was just laying on their horn in the movie, and every time I heard that in here, I thought someone outside was just hammering on their horn, and then I realized, oh, it's just the movie. But we don't seem to run into too many problems, thankfully, with, you know, people are here to enjoy movies and they're very respectful about it, which we are thankful for. We, knock on wood, don't run into very many issues out here with the patrons. So.
Do you think more people use their car radios, or do they listen through your speakers and just kind of sit on the lawn chair?
I think in the summer and this nice weather, it's definitely been more the speakers on the building, because you'll see a lot of people, yeah, with lawn chairs or sitting, you know, in the back of trucks, or they'll pop open their trailers, or, you know, the backs of their vehicles, and they'll sit in the back. But now that we're getting into a little bit colder months, we're seeing, you know, more people staying in their cars, more people renting the radios that we have available and using those.
Yeah.
But the speakers work great, and if it's beautiful weather, I don't think you can beat sitting out on a lawn chair and watching the movie, or in the back of a truck,
right?
You know, enjoying a movie.
Let me see the radio, please.
So
okay.
These are the ones we give out. 100.1's the FM station, and it might be right on it.
Are these specially made for you guys?
No, I think bought these on Amazon.
Well, you could have said that. Yeah, they're specially made.
Oh yeah. In that
Well, it
case,
says
they
like
are.
it's engraved here,
Yeah.
Starlight 14.
You're right. These are custom, so
They are.
They
Look
were
at
more
that.
expensive.
They had your number. These are at least $400 or $500 each.
Yeah. So, you know, but they do nice. People
Yeah.
seem to like to come in and buy them or rent them. That's
Yeah.
how we do it. And
Well, it's better than, I always thought you would drain your car battery, but
right, and that also happens sometimes. We have people coming in. Do you have a booster pack, or do you have jumper cables, or so? And we have those also. If your car battery ever dies, it's okay to ask. We get
Yeah.
it all the time. People are always embarrassed, and they're like, "I'm so sorry." It's like this happens, a weekly thing.
Yep.
So it's nothing new to us.
Anything else here?
I think that's all for here. And then the indoor, we're really looking forward to this, the batch of movies we have coming out in the later fall and Christmas season. We have Mufasa, which will be coming out.
What's the name of it?
Mufasa, it's the new Disney,
Right,
Lion
right.
King prequel.
Yep.
And we're really looking forward to that one. Next week we have Joker 2, which first Joker did really well, so we're hoping for good things there. And then this week we just opened up The Wild Robot, which is supposed to be a really good kids movie. So we got some good movies coming out here and there, and I think Moana 2 is also coming out in November.
All right.
So pretty action-packed slate of movies. The Wicked movie's coming out.
Oh, wow.
So it's
That's
gonna,
been years.
but it's gonna be a busy but fun season at the indoor. You know, once this starts slowing down, I think that will really speed up. And yeah, there's a lot of good movies that we're excited for coming out at the indoor.
Last year, weren't you doing White Christmas here?
Which Tony's thrown out the idea of doing that again. So
Yeah.
that might be played on December 7th, might not.
Okay.
But with Tony, you never know.
You never know.
Yeah, he always tries to come up with something, some way to help out the business, or some way that we can make a splash. So, you know, maybe we'll do a double feature, maybe we'll just do White Christmas. But I am looking forward to just, you know, the end of this season. It was a good year for us here, and we're excited for, you know, what next year will bring and the slate of movies coming next year even.
Yep. Well, the season is still on until maybe December. We'll see.
Yep. Yeah, we're open most of the weekends in October, weekend November, weekend December, and then I think we're closed till, I want to say it's April or late March, I think is the tentative. Early April, we will be opening up. April 4th is the planned opening date for now.
I think last April was, I don't think we had any snow, if I remember.
I know, was it 2 years ago when we opened Mario, it was cold out, but it was not, there was no snow, none of that. And that was one of our best openings, was the Mario movie. So, you know, people were excited to get back here, and we're hoping that we'll have another good year next year with the slate we got going.
All right. Well, I guess that's about it then, Trent.
Yeah, I think that covers everything we have here for you.
And let's see, now it is 4:24, so people will start
Getting here, and employees will start getting here in about half an hour, and gates will open up in an hour and a half or so.
and they'll be thankful that they missed being on camera.
Yeah, I'm sure that's true.
All right, well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
These sound funny, but I don't believe she's coming home. Baby, hurry, don't make me worry. Yeah, baby, hurry, don't make me worry. That's a tune called Ya Ya, sung by Lee Dorsey. Ya Ya.
Well, thank you for joining us, and we hope you'll come back next week and every week to see what's new here in the Richland Center area.